right, people, here we go. Welcome in. It's another edition of the Joe Raineri Show brought to you by our friends at paperhead.com. Why not get into a billion-dollar business that the projection for growth is, I don't know, about 1,000,000% over the next 10 years? Talking about the sports gambling sector, guys. If you've ever wanted to be in there, if you ever wanted to see what it was like, I don't know, maybe to operate your own sports book. It is way easier than you think, which is why we love our friends over at paperhead.com. It is one-stop shop. They can get you set up. It is so simple to have your own business, your own sports book business, very simply, with all the help, all the customer service, every advantage you need in order to be successful, part-time, full-time, on the weekends, just football, just baseball, doesn't make a difference. You've got a partner there with payperhead.com. Call them today, 888-762-2111. Guys, that's 888-762-2111. All right, we got ourselves some Major League Baseball. We got postseason baseball, guys. Welcome in. Hope so far last night was at least somewhat profitable to you if you were backing the Steelers, like we told you to in the first half yesterday. Then absolutely it was a profitable day. For those of you that backed the Cincinnati Bengals, put the marijuana brownies down, people, okay? Probably not great to go ahead and chow down a bunch of edibles and go play the Bengals. No, don't make that mistake ever again. But it was a profitable night last night, and we got a couple of days before football hits. And great Thursday night game, by the way, Rams-Seahawks. We'll have plenty more on that game coming up tomorrow and Thursday. But it's all about baseball, guys. Let's talk a little Major League Baseball tonight, right? We've got postseason play. Can't believe it's October 1st. I don't know if you guys realize that. It is October friggin' 1st. Where has the time gone? And over the next 30 days, yeah, we're going to have a World Series champion. And we've got the best getting ready, two of the best getting ready to go at it tonight here. Milwaukee Brewers, a remarkable, and I mean remarkable second half. Last month of the season, for that matter. How about that? How about the last month of the season, the Brewers lose Christian Yelich, and somehow or another they come out, dominate. They dominate the landscape. They dominate their division, and they go from being all the way 8 games back to somehow or another now playing for a chance to advance to play the Dodgers in the National League division games here. And listen, you can't say enough great things about Craig Counsell and what the Milwaukee Brewers have been able to do, fighting through injuries, fighting through adversity, not having a great first half of the season. Coming back a little bit after the All-Star break, making a trade for Jordan Lyles, where a lot of people looked and said, what are you kidding me? This guy, you couldn't get anybody out in Pittsburgh. Now all of a sudden you're trading for him to come back? Like, what are you doing, Milwaukee? Well, what they were doing is setting themselves up for an opportunity to not only be in this wild card game, beat the Nationals, and advance to take on the Dodgers. That's what they are doing, and they're going to have to beat the very best, guys. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Nationals here tonight, and there's nothing really left to say about Max Scherzer except for he is the guy that you're going to want on the mound if you're the Nationals, right? Now, they do have Strasburg and they do have Corbin ready to go, 2 starters getting ready to be relievers if necessary. But really, if there's a guy in the National League, to me, outside of maybe Madison Bumgarner, I can't think of a bigger game pitcher that I would want on the mound to win one game than Max Scherzer. Now, he did spend a couple of stints on the IL, had some back issues here this year, but when Scherzer is at his best, he is just as dominant as they come. He won 11-7 on the year, 2.92 ERA, a 1.03 whip. Guys, he is just a beast when he gets into a groove, which is going to make this very, very difficult for the Milwaukee Brewers lineups to get after him, especially since the lineup tonight is already got a couple injuries. Lorenzo Cain and Ryan Braun, they're banged up, guys. They're on the roster. They're going to play tonight, but they are banged up. And the only guy on this Milwaukee Brewers team that's really had any success, especially this year, against Max Scherzer is the dude who's not playing, and his name is Christian Yelich, the MVP of the team, the league. He's not there. He's the guy that has had the most success against Max Scherzer. This team has not, as currently constructed, been that great against Scherzer over the year. They've only batted about 185 against him. So you know what's going to happen with Scherzer. He's going to go out there. He's going to give you 5 or 6 dominant innings, and then Dave Martinez, the manager of the Nats, has got a decision to make. Do you go to what has been a, what's the word I'm looking for? Bullpen all year long. Yes, and I can say shit because of the fact that, I lost a lot of money back in that damn bullpen this year at many a days, scratching my head going, why am I betting? Why am I betting the Nationals late in games? That's when I switched to just backing up the Nationals on first 5 lines, which might not be a bad bet either here tonight, guys, because the line movement is a little interesting thus far because it opened up very one-sided. A lot of public money coming in, a lot of people backing the Washington Nationals and Scherzer tonight, but we have seen some buyback a little bit here on the Milwaukee Brewers. They went at plus 165 now. I'm seeing in the plus 150 range in a couple of books across the board. So opportunities to get on the Milwaukee Brewers at a pretty good plus money price. It's available, but I would hurry up because the more and more money that starts to come in, it seems like the more and more money is starting to come in on the Milwaukee Brewers. So get the price while you can if that's the direction you want to go. But Dave Martinez has got a decision to make. What does he do after 5 or 6 innings with Scherzer? Does he leave him in? Does he go to a starting pitcher in Strasburg or Corbin? Does he go to the bullpen, and does he trust it? What if the game is 1-0? What if the game is 2-1? If he has the lead, what if he's down? How long is Dave Martinez going to go with Max Scherzer? It's a big question tonight, guys, which is why, and big shout-out to Alex and company, by the way, joining us there on the Facebook Live platform. Hello to Andy and company, Meredith, and those of you guys in the YouTube chat rooms. Guys, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, making us a part of your day. And, of course, to you lunatics there on Periscope and Twitter. Yeah, I know. It is Major League Baseball time. But Dave Martinez has got some things to figure out here tonight. All right? What are you going to do? How is this going to play out? It's a good live betting opportunity tonight, too, guys. Maybe you hate all of it here, and maybe you just want to go, you know what, let me see how this thing starts out. Let me watch how this game progresses before you dive in. Not a bad strategy either in a winner-take-all, because that's what this is, guys. This is a coin flip game. No matter what you think of Scherzer and the Nationals and how good they have been, and they have been great, they've got the better team, none of that crap matters in a one-game winner-take-all match for 9 innings. Baseball, from a betting standpoint, is the biggest grind there is, guys. 162 games. It's days you feel like you know everything, and then there are weeks that go where you're like, I can't hit water if I fell out of a boat. It is a grind. And what you learn through a 162-game regular season betting it is that you can't account for variance, man. In one single baseball game, the amount of shit that can go wrong one way or the other for a team is unbelievable. And as a bettor, what you're trying to do is mitigate variance. You are trying to eliminate as much of it as humanly possible. So what you have tonight is, on paper, in a 5 or 7 game series, the Nationals are the better team, better pitching staff, will probably dominate the Milwaukee Brewers. But we ain't in a series. This ain't a 5-game series. This ain't a 7-game series. This is a 1 MF game winner-take-all, and that means anything, guys, anything can go, which is why when we take a look at the markets here, that a lot of money coming in here, guys. I mean, a lot of money opened up towards the Washington Nationals. And here's another thing that I'm just going to let you guys know about Major League Baseball betting this time of year, okay? Listen to me very closely. There are people betting tonight on Major League Baseball that, A, have not bet all year long on Major League Baseball. The recreational public bettor has not spent $2 on a bet all year long watching or giving a shit about baseball. But this is the playoffs. It's wild card. There is urgency. So what you are going to see, not just now, but over the next 30 days throughout the postseason in Major League Baseball, the market is going to be flooded with money that wasn't there all year long. And what does that mean? Well, that means that recreational public money that's coming in, or maybe we've got people that bet baseball a little bit back in April, May, and June because, there was nothing else to do. But they stopped the minute that, football started to come around. So right around July after the All-Star break, they didn't bet it anymore. They didn't follow it. But what they do know is Max Scherzer. They know favorites, and they will flood the market with money backing the favorites. So what does that mean? Well, if you're the Dodgers and, in Kershaw, if you are Scherzer and the Nationals, if you are, Verlander and the Astros, those guys are going to be overvalued across the board over the next 30 days. There is great opportunity to make money betting baseball over the next 30 days if you are a contrarian bettor. What does that mean? It means you better get used to betting underdogs. And you may look at a game and go, wow, they just can't beat Verlander. Well, you've got to be able to you got to have the willpower, and you got to be able to look at a game and look at a bet and be willing to go, you know what, probably not going to win this bet here tonight, but got to play it because the value is too great. And that is what you have the opportunity to do, which is why betting Major League Baseball in the month of September was so profitable for many of the professional bettors. The guys that stuck it out in the month of September made more money in September than they did any other month betting baseball. Why? Because the ridiculous amount of overvaluing for guys like the Astros and Verlander and the Dodgers, $4, $5 favorites all month long, and yet if you had the stomach and the nerve to go ahead and bet the Royals or the Tigers or the Marlins or the Orioles, man, you made a lot of money in the month of September. And you've got to take that mentality not only tonight but throughout the playoffs and the World Series. You've got to be willing to take the underdog. Is Max Scherzer a better pitcher than Brandon Woodruff? You bet your ass he is. Does that mean he's going to win tonight? Hell no. Hell no, it doesn't mean he's going to win tonight. This is a one-game winner-take-all. So who's got the best shot of winning? The one who scores the most runs. But from a betting perspective, the value lies with the Milwaukee Brewers. Can the Brewers pull this off? Absolutely. Have they won, 25 out of last 29? Yes. They have been. No team has been hotter in the month of September than the Milwaukee Brewers. They come in with a confidence. They are going to do it unorthodox. They're going to be throwing every pitcher they have. They've got the better bullpen. They are going to do what they have to do to get to the seventh inning where they can bring in one of the best closers in the game. And the metrics, the analytics show it, guys. Josh Hader, if he's warming up in the bullpen in the seventh inning, there's a good chance Milwaukee is either leading, tied, or only behind by a short number, because the Milwaukee Brewer and Craig Counsell's objective is get Josh Hader up in the bullpen, get his ass in the game, and give his team a chance to win this. And if that happens, that means this game is going to be real, real close come the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. And I'm sorry, if you ask me, I think Max Scherzer's got the advantage the first 5 innings. If you're going to bet anything tonight with Max Scherzer in Washington, you should probably be looking at the first 5 innings. That'll probably be when the Nationals strike first and they get a lead. If they're going to lead, it's going to happen in the first 5 innings. Once Max Scherzer has to be taken out, and I love Strasburg and I love Corbin, but guys, you do realize they are starting pitchers. They are not relievers. Milwaukee can go to the bullpen. Milwaukee has been doing this all year long. When's the last time Steven Strasburg warmed up in the 5th inning and came into a game? When is the last time Patrick Corbin warmed up in the 6th inning to come into a game? Starting pitchers are creatures of habit, and you are asking them to do something that is not out of the norm. And listen, they could be very good at it. They're still great pitchers, but it is not a relief pitcher mentality. And right now, the Nationals tonight are faced with that dilemma. What do we do if Strasburg can't go more than 5 innings? Who are you bringing in? A starting pitcher? That's the problem. So I think Milwaukee holds the edge if it gets to the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning and it's either tied or they're up a run, because of the bullpen of Milwaukee has been lights out. The Washington Nationals are praying that Max Scherzer is ridiculously dominant and can go 7 innings. If he can't, the edge goes to the Milwaukee Brewers. So the first 5 bet to me is the one to make on the Nationals. If you're going that direction, first 5, Washington Nationals. If you think this game is going to be really close and it's going to be close late, then the Milwaukee Brewers have an edge. They have an edge because they have the bullpen and they've got the best closer in the ballpark on their team in Josh Hader. That's what this game is going to be. So taking a look at the latest numbers here, guys, certainly courtesy of our friends at uwager.lv. If you guys have not done so already, you got to check out the lines, guys. What do we tell you all the time? You are not betting numbers. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You are betting numbers. You're not betting teams. Nobody gives a shit what the pitcher's name is, what ballpark. Nobody cares what the team name is. The only thing that matters is you guys get the right number. You're betting numbers, not teams. So that's why it's important that you have the opportunity to shop around and get the best number. There's a big difference between the total of being 8 and 7.5, isn't there? There's a big difference between, I don't know, laying $135, $140 in juice, minus 140 in juice to get a number, isn't there? You got to be smart, especially in Major League Baseball this time of year. You've got to shop around. You got to get the right number, which is why you need an offshore book you guys can rely upon, and we love our folks over at uwager.lv. 1-800-UWAGER. The code is JRS50. They'll go ahead and match 100% deposit bonus in your account. Put in $50, they'll match 50. Put in 25, they'll put in 25. Put in 100, they'll put in 100. I'm no math whiz, but if I'm doing the math quickly as I'm counting my toes and my fingers, 50 and 50 is $100. 25 is $50. 100, $200 waiting for you, and it takes less than 5 minutes to set up. That's how easy it is. 1-800-UWAGER. The code is JRS50. Get that 100% deposit bonus match set up for you right now. So that's the way I'm looking at this game, guys. I'm going to play it where my money's going to be on Scherzer and the Nationals early in this game, first 5 innings. And then I'm going to transition, probably live bet it tonight. Wait to see what goes on. I do think full game, the value is too great to pass up on the Milwaukee Brewers. If you can get them at plus 160, plus 165, guys, you are in like Flynn. You are in like Flynn. And then, listen, if they pull it off, it's going to be worth it, right? Spend 100, make 160. You'll do that any day of the week, given the fact that this is truly a coin flip game. And too much value on Milwaukee, full game to pass up. But I do like Scherzer early on. I like the Nats early on. I like Milwaukee. The later the game goes, the closer it is. I do have a feeling this game is going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be 9-0 by the 5th inning by the Nationals or one of these teams, or it's going to be 1-0, 1-1, 0-0 as we get to the 6th or 7th inning. I don't think there's going to be any, 8-5. I don't see any sort of situation where multiple runs a team has to come from behind to win. I think it's either going to be a blowout right from the start, or it's going to be a 0-0, 1-1, 1-0 kind of game. So if I was you guys, that's where my money would go. Throw it towards Scherzer early and back the Brewers late. How many runs they're going to score? Damned if I know. I have no idea. I do know a lot of people think this game is going to go over, but it hasn't moved from 7.5, and that's because the big money bettors are not allowing it to move up. They are holding firm, which means smart money, professional money, is backing the under in this game. Opened up at 8, moved to 7.5. It's been there ever since, guys. It's getting juiced right now, too, in a lot of different books. But you got to shop the book. Make sure you get your account set up because not just today, tomorrow we got more baseball. We got Oakland, Tampa Bay tomorrow. Winner take all. Got a lot of baseball this week. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, especially those of you degenerates that grinded it out for a 162-game season with us over at sportsmemo.com. We love you. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's why I'm throwing this out there for free. You guys definitely head over to sportsmemo.com. You have got free plays galore up there, and it's not just me. You've got our friends over there, Teddy Covers, Dr. Chuck RX, Hunter Engelhart, Rob Vino. I mean, you've got a a roster of handicappers at sportsmemo.com that have got you covered all throughout the playoffs, all throughout the pennants, and, of course, the World Series, but also NFL, college football. NHL season starts tonight, as does the NBA season, is just 30 days away. It is a great time of year to invest in sports. It's a market, and, of course, we can help you dominate that market there at sportsmemo.com. Make sure that you guys get there. And once again, if you've ever wanted to know what it would be like to, I don't know, open your own sportsbook business. Maybe you become the sportsbook. It's way easier than you think. All you got to do is call our friends at Paperhead, 1-888-762-2111. That's 888-762-2111. There is no reason for you not to have the opportunity to own the best side hustle there is this time of year. Own your own sportsbook, guys. It's so simple. You don't realize how ridiculously easy it is when you partner with our friends over at Pay-Per-Head. 1-888-762-2111. All right, head over to sportsmemo.com. Head over to UWager, get your account open, invest a couple of minutes, guys, and check out our friends at paperhead.com. It is just a phone call away. You could, by this time next week, have your very own sportsbook business on the side. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, you're the guy. You're it. The opportunity for the ultimate side hustle is just a call away at 888-762-2111. All right, good luck no matter what you decide to do here tonight. No matter which way you're going to play it, obviously, best of luck to you. Cash the tickets, all right? Make some money. Come back. Join us again tomorrow. We'll talk about the A's, and we'll talk about the Tampa Bay Rays. We'll talk about some future prices on who we like to win the World Series, where the value lies, and, of course, we'll get you ready for some Thursday night football. Rams, Seahawks, opportunities galore, guys. Make sure you tell your friends about us. Hit retweet, hit like, all of that good stuff, but make sure you're also following our friends at uwager.lv and at Get Paperhead on Twitter. Good luck tonight, guys. Thank you so very much for making us a part of your day. Good luck. Cash those tickets. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. I want to thank our friends once again at sportsmemo.com. Good luck tonight, guys. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.